I'd like to call this meeting the Southbury Planning Commission to order. December 9th, 2025, room 205. Can everyone join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Right behind you, everyone. Pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. Let's see here. Full members, let's see. Ron, 2, 3, 4, Roberta. So, okay, then we'll see Alex then as well. Okay. All right. Perfect. Public hearing, site plan modification, 1450 Southford Road, B1B commercial zone conversion of the approved use for Happy Days Adult Daycare to Happy Days Creative Arts Center. How are you? Please, thank you. And then kind of give us a, oh, and it's a public hearing as well, sorry. We're opening a public hearing, thank you. Just give us like a 30,000-foot overview of kind of what we're doing now on this application. Sure. And then we'll kind of go from there. Sure. Okay?
So when I first applied, I called it Happy Days Adult Day.
Is your microphone on by any chance? Just press the button.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So when is that too loud now?
Nope, you're good.
So when I first opened, I called it Happy Days Adult Day Center. And I quickly realized that I was kind of pigeonholed as to just doing adults, or that's so what people thought. And that's how I kind of applied, knowing that I also have been doing arts and crafts for years, and I was going to do that, like evenings and weekends and stuff. And in order to do all what I really wanted to do, I decided to change the name. And that's what brings us back to here, to clarify exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
You want to state that?
I'm sorry, what?
State exactly what you're doing.
Okay, so I still do taking care of adults. I do that 2 afternoons a week right now. I would like to do it more often, but I just don't get the, marketing is tough. So eventually that'll grow. The people that do come to me now really love it. People say it's a great idea because there's nothing really around like it. So that's what I do 2 afternoons a week. And then, I'd like to start doing children's birthday parties. My passion is arts and crafts for all ages. So that's what I do with the seniors right now. And I also do children's parties, paint parties for adults, all different ages. It's just an overall arts and crafts every day of the week. But I do the seniors separate. That's my kind of thing where I just want them without interruptions, where it's just a quiet time, where we're doing art, music, a quiet time just for them with nothing else going on during that time.
All right, so since it's a public hearing, what we're going to do is we're going to have the commission just ask you some questions.
Sure.
So we can kind of clarify
Yep.
from the first application compared to this one.
Sure.
And then we'll go to the public and see for or against and kind of ask any questions to us, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Sure.
Okay? Ron?
Now, your adult section will be separate from your children's section?
Oh, yeah, it's totally separate. I want them to have their own time. And right now, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 4. It's just the seniors.
That's just the seniors?
Correct.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. When will the children be there?
We do that on other days. I'd like, again, everything is growing. So it's a slow move, with marketing and advertising, but I'd like to do other classes, whether it's children or adults, all different other times, Sunday afternoons, Saturday afternoons, adult paint parties. I like to do them in the evening when people get out of work. Children's programs when the kids are off from school. I'd like to, have programs during that week, the week of Christmas.
Okay. Will there be, I'm assuming when we have the adults, you have nurses there, or at least someone who has medical experience.
No, this is a social model only. This is just, I don't have a medical model. This has never been a medical model. This has been strictly social. Just like the gift of time in Southbury,
Yes.
they're all, it's the same idea. There's no medical.
Okay, but if there's an emergency, there's a,
We call 911. I don't have people to that degree. I wouldn't accept them. I'm not, that's not the kind of program I have.
Okay.
This is people with a little dementia.
okay, I understand that.
How many employees?
When it's only 3 or 4, it's just
Maximum.
maximum. I'd like to be able to have, right now I only have 5 at the most seniors that come. So it's usually, if I have 5, it's usually me and my friend Diana, who works for me. She works part-time. And, but if it's just 3 of us, it's just me.
Well, we have to do worst-case scenario. What's your maximum?
Maximum would be wonderful. I think it would be like maybe 15 would be a good amount, and to be definitely at least 2 of us,
15 what?
seniors.
No, employees.
Oh, employees, probably 2 employees.
Maximum?
Yeah, for that many, 10 or 15, yeah. Just like when you think about an assisted living, it's like 1 to 30. This is a lot less because it's just people, you just want to have this group, if they're more quiet, somebody working with them. The other one, a little bit more active, somebody working with them.
Maximum is 2 is what you're trying to say?
A what?
Maximum is 2?
2, or I may hire, if I get that big, maybe, it depends. I might hire another staff member if need be.
Or the
But there's no rules to how many. It all depends on what I think at the time that I need.
hours and days of operation?
Are you talking about for anybody?
Your whole,
Just in general, when you're open.
Yeah, I think I put it in the paper there for you guys, but it was,
it's not clear. Yeah.
okay, it was basically 9 to 8 is the, if I have a program in the morning, programming in the afternoon, the evening. I don't like to go past 8:30 in the evening.
My other question is, what about food? Do you have a health department?
No, we don't supply food.
No food from 9 to 8?
No, there's nobody there 9 to 8. This would be like a kids program for 2 hours. And if there was a birthday party, they bring in their own food. There's nobody really there besides the seniors. The seniors are there in the afternoon, like after lunch, for the 4-hour program. But if there was kids programs, there's nothing more than a 2-hour program at a time.
Okay. And so you're saying that you do not provide any food or beverage? Is that
We,
what
we could supply, I talked to the health department, we could supply water, seltzers, things like that.
So just water or seltzer?
Yes.
No food?
No, we don't supply food. No, it's just on the people having birthday parties.
They bring their own?
Yep.
Okay, what's the other thing there? How are you paid? I mean, is this,
Yeah, I'd like to, it's a brand-new business. This is like my 7th business between Seymour and Oxford. And as the entrepreneur, you're paid with what's left.
no,
I'd like to eventually get a paycheck, yes.
register, you get their names and they pay a fee. Is that what happens?
They pay every week. If it's a birthday party, they'll pay for the party like at once.
What, seniors?
The seniors, they pretty much pay every day or once a week because they're only there two afternoons.
Where do you market?
Um,
You can check that against your representation.
yeah, we market on Facebook, Eventbrite. That's about it.
That's all I had.
Back in the old days, I used to just use flyers and put flyers around.
I'm sorry, by your previous answer, you said you had other establishments like this?
I've had other businesses,
Or
yeah.
you've had?
Had,
You-
yeah.
Not currently.
No, this is my only business now.
Were they similar?
I've owned 2 big daycares, 3 daycare centers, Chrysandra's Country Store, Explorers Learning Center, Cocopelli School of Music and Arts, Chrysandra's Tea Room back in the day. Those are like the biggest things that I did.
You're very active.
Yeah.
When you first represented, you said taking care of seniors. What does taking care mean?
If you had your mom or somebody, you need a break, like you would need a break. So you would bring your mom or somebody to me, and that's how I take care of them. We sit and we do some little exercise, music, arts and crafts, trivia, word games. You'd be surprised, even though they have dementia, they remember things, and they like to be mentally stimulated, and I try to make it so it's a fun time.
Thank you.
So is it drop-in or by contract?
No contract, but they have to let me know ahead of time. So they'll do a tour, and basically, I just have a simple form that has their name and phone number and how I could get a hold of, because these are adults. You know, in case of an emergency, I have everybody's phone number. Right now, I think I only have 5 people that come twice a week, and I usually don't have 5. It's usually 3 or 4. But I do have 5 that have been through, but they always call me ahead of time, because it's not, I'm not big enough or there long enough to say it's gonna be like Monday through Friday. I think what I thought, that's what I was gonna do until I get into it, and I was like, it's gonna take me forever. I'll never be able to pay my bills by doing this, so I wanted to use all my creativity and do things all day, arts and craft and different events like that.
And are there health or other certifications or health department? Or
Health department, yes.
Department of Aging or any of
Nope.
those types of?
No, because I'm not medical. I'm not licensed, which means I don't get special payment from the state. It's just a simple social model for people with dementia.
And medications are not,
No.
they have to take their medications prior to or
Yep.
immediately following? Okay.
Yep.
And do you have any assessment for whether they would need additional care while there, or?
No,
Okay.
if, there was one lady that I had to say, does she put anything in her mouth? But no, there was no issue with that. So, no, there's no real assessment. If I saw, because I've been working not only with my own businesses, but before I opened up this, my other positions in between when I owned my own and then went to work, I always have been an activities director working with seniors, town of Cheshire and a couple different senior centers, assisted living. So that's why I decided I'm going to do this on my own.
Roberta, anything?
Yeah, in response to the building, I assume you have a plan if, there's a fire or something like that, for gathering where to keep them, and hopefully a list of some sort, on who is there on a given day. So you can have, accountability of where everyone is in the
Yeah.
event of an emergency.
Yeah, they just have a simple sign-in sheet. Yeah. This has already been approved by the health department, fire, all that.
This is 7 days a week, right?
I mean, I'm open. If somebody wanted a party or something, I don't want to be there 7 days a week. So but it's available, yes. If someone wanted a party on a Saturday or a Sunday. Monday actually is a day I just do paperwork. I really don't want to do anything on a Monday.
All right, because on your statement, you does say Monday through Sunday,
Yep,
9 to 9. So earlier you said 8.
9 to
30,
8.
So,
Yeah.
for the record, which one you want to go with?
whatever, if it's written,
9 to 9 there.
then we'll do 9 to 9, yeah. Because sometimes parties and, like 6:30 to 8:30, a paint party, by the time we really get out of there, I don't like to be there that late, but
Do you have any kind of signage that you're gonna put on the front of the building, or?
Yeah, there's a sign there. There's a sign on the building, there's a sign on the road.
That says what your organization, both adult and children?
It just says Happy Days Creative Arts Center.
Has that been approved? Has that been approved? No? No. There's a signage application that you need to put in then.
Oh, I thought that part was done.
I think the landlord did it.
She said no?
Yeah.
That's what this is about, right? Yeah.
Correct. I mean, what we approved for previously was the Happy Days daycare, and they're changing it to Happy Days
Creative
Creative
Arts.
Center, yes.
Yeah.
One bathroom, no kitchen?
There's a kitchenette, but no, there's a kitchen, there's a fridge, there's a sink. So no, not really a kitchen, but there is a, handicap bathroom.
So, okay, public hearing, so anybody for or against, or any questions for us in the public? No one? Okay, anyone else on the commission before we close the public hearing? Anybody? No questions? You guys are good? Okay, we're gonna close the public hearing, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And then we gotta take a vote on it.
Richard, can you make a motion to close the public hearing?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
So, second.
Any discussions? We should make a decision tonight for the applicant. We don't need to wait for anything else. I think we're good. Ants? From your end, you got your questions
Is that
answered?
on the agenda to vote? No.
We have to do it tonight.
Yeah, if we are, we have to add it to the agenda.
We gotta do it tonight.
Motion to add decision of Happy Days at 1450 Southford Road to the agenda.
All right. I'll second it. All in favor of approving the motion? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve it based on everything that the applicants mentioned this evening.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? We'll make sure we double check on the sign. Anything from your end? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? You're all set on that.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Let's see, unfinished business, there's,
When you get dementia.
hopefully we don't have
Tomorrow.
dementia, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
You
Thank
too.
Same to you.
Let's see, under unfinished business, there's none, so under new business, site plan modification, 2120 River Road, Southbury, Connecticut, 06488. Plain Utility District PDU number 2201, commercial seeking approval for previously approved site plan. Proposed modification to relocate generator associated with the switchgear for the ComStat facility. Just tell us your name and for the record, and
my
if the
name's-
microphone's not on, just give it a
Oh.
click.
Is it green?
Is it green?
There we go.
Is that
There
okay?
you go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My name is Scott Lukowski. I'm with Dymar. I'm a senior project engineer. I'm here to represent ComSat on the relocation of their generator and their fuel tank and pump station for the fuel tank to the generators. I have put down, I'm sorry, my easel doesn't work, so I put down the, if you want to, I'd appreciate it. So in the gray buildings, this is the satellite equipment room, the power room, and the HVAC room. And this is the new area where we're putting two outside concrete pads. One is the generator pad, which is right here. You can probably tip it a little bit more. And then the other one is the fuel tank and the pumps for that. The old generators are being gutted out of the building, and I don't know what their exact disposition's gonna be. I assume they're being scrapped. Is that correct? Okay. Yeah, they're being scrapped on those.
We have the plans too.
Okay. So we're also providing a little drainage improvements around the pad with the stone and an underground perforated pipe to be connected to the existing storm sewer piping out in the road, in the driveway. At that point, that's the basics of the operation, so if there's anything else you want to add, or no?
Anybody have it? Ron, you do?
So what, so I can understand this, what is highlighted is what you're working on, is that correct? Or
Yeah,
you're
in
just
the
working
orange.
on that?
The whole thing,
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I just want to relocate it.
Yeah, right now the generators are inside the power room right
okay.
now, so we're
And
taking
you're gonna
those out.
relocate them down
And
to,
putting new generators in on the outside, on this new pad. They're not going to be enclosed, so they're going to be exposed to the environment.
are they bigger generators?
I'm not really quite, yes, they are.
Lance, anything?
well, I haven't really looked at it, so.
Alex, Roberta, anybody from your end on that side?
Who's reviewed it?
Huh?
Who's reviewed it?
It's okay.
This is to-
Did you have
Yeah,
outside
it's
fuel
really
tanks
straightforward.
before?
There was a fuel tank before, we've since removed it
Okay,
You got this.
and just basically filled in the hole where it was. The new fuel tank's going to be on its own slab at grade.
okay.
This is a
I'm sorry,
secure-
where were they and now where are they
It's a
going to be?
secure
The fuel tank,
Tank was here,
uh-huh,
and it was underground,
oh, okay,
and it was taken out as a
Okay.
project
and now,
previously.
Ask them.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Stephen, anything? Roberta, anything?
So it's been reviewed by staff, has it reviewed by the building department, or public works, or building department, or anybody else?
Has not yet.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, who's so far?
My name's Jason Henry, I'm with JMLS, I'm the contractor. We have not issued to the building department or fire marshal yet. I did meet with them when the drawings were being developed, and the fire marshal stated he wanted all submittals to review everything so that he could look at it all. So I applied for a zoning permit to start the process going while all the submittals come in.
So
What's
this
the
is not-
status of that?
I'm sorry?
What's the status of that?
Zoning said that we had to get a planning commission
Yeah, this is
hearing.
not part of the PD, so we don't need to refer to them. Yeah, so,
Still has stuff to do.
yeah, there's still stuff to do, so, it's pretty straightforward, I don't see an issue with it. But if, I mean, I'll make a motion to approve it. Yeah, based on this,
But we can't approve
Right, we have
anything
to-
without,
I was gonna put this,
based on another entity's input and your compliance with that. We can't approve it until building department has
Right.
looked at it and given us a report.
that was gonna be the stipulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only building too,
It's full permits all the way around.
It's full permitting.
Yep.
That we have to do.
Yep.
And this was zoning said they can't
Right,
Yeah.
start the zoning.
Yep.
Or give an approval
right.
unless planning commission said that the overall project or what we intended to do was okay.
Yep.
We're in kind of the same position. We can't approve it without the other department's input. You know, that you've complied with Department of Public Works and
Sure, understood.
Building Department and, what's the safety one?
fire.
Yeah, Fire Marshal.
Fire marshal. Is there something in the system that could say pending everyone else's department's review?
We can't do that.
Understood.
No, we can't approve it because we don't know yet what those are, if there is possible compliance or not, you know. For us, wish we could, but. Unfortunately, that's the system we are stuck with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we had talked about earlier. It's hard for them because then they can't move forward without us, and then zoning can't move forward without us giving them the go-ahead, so they're caught in a pickle.
Yeah, so we might need a
Yeah.
special meeting.
Yeah, they have to get started though, so we have to give them, the leeway to get started.
The, With the fire marshal.
Yeah, the fire marshal already saw this, yes?
Saw it preliminary.
Nancy?
We have something in writing?
I'm sorry, just, I don't mean to interrupt, but it's in Heritage Village and it's out of our purview,
Right.
the zoning. So we can go ahead and give them the.
Outside of the PDU.
So we can go ahead and give the approval from planning, and then
Yeah.
zoning will do the permitting
Right.
administratively.
It's,
So,
Zoning, yes, but planning, we've never done it. There's a lot.
it's outside of there.
it's,
Yeah.
it's in the Heritage Village.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
outside of the PDU, so we can do it.
Anything in Heritage Village too, you know,
Yeah.
we have to look at.
Okay. So,
They're not their own town.
Yeah, this is gonna be a delay.
PUD.
It's
So-
outside of it though, because it's really, it's not part of it.
Well, no, but this site is a PUD site.
Yeah, but
Say
this,
that again.
this application's, it's considered outside of that.
No,
Yeah.
it's its own PUD.
Yeah,
Right, I said PUD.
PUD, not a
yeah.
P.
yeah,
PUD,
hate
it's
to hold
subject
them
to,
up.
we should enumerate, but
yeah.
I don't think, we've never done that.
Usually, before, in the past, I've gone through zoning, and they would say, okay, we approved it, and then now when you go to,
They refer to us.
well, and then building as official as well, and then they would approve
Yes.
the plan, because the building official would do a final nuts and bolts review of what's going on, including the fire marshal do, but that's usually not, this is the first time I've gone through planning first, without going to zoning, so I'm a little,
It's a little backwards, but,
yeah, it's a little
bit.
confusing to me.
I hate to hold them up.
unless you want to approve contingent on, and then
We could do a
have the
contingent, but
conditions
then
on
we
the
could have a special
resolution.
meeting to approve it too as well, but,
That's what we do.
yeah. I'd hate to hold you up till next month, I mean, to January, that would be,
But
You'll-
Fire Marshal, Department of Public Works, Health.
in zoning for the permit, that's it.
We're between a rock and a hard place, to tell you the truth.
We could just put approval on it with the stipulations of,
Compliance with
yeah.
any
Yeah.
recommendations.
And then final approval will be done administratively by myself and Jordan to make sure at the very last minute everything's correct. If not, you have to come back into the meeting to commission again.
But
We
that
do
could be,
something like that, right? I think we could do that.
is that still gonna take us into January?
Well, if we give you approval tonight, I don't know when zoning meets or
Tomorrow,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Are they on the agenda for tomorrow or for them?
no,
No.
they're not on the agenda.
Can I tell you?
What do you think?
I could actually add you on the agenda and just get you voted into the agenda. The agenda's already filed, we have to file the agenda 24 hours before. But I guess, given your circumstances, I can ask the commission to vote you in as an item on the agenda and then have that as an added item.
It's true.
No, we just had one item on the agenda, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
When? This month?
Let me get into that one.
But there's no time left in this month, is there?
There's no time left in a month for a special meeting.
This was not going to go to the zoning commission.
Right.
So.
From my understanding, the planning commission was going to give the approval because zoning commission had nothing to do with,
Right,
You know,
because
the
of the,
approval,
because of
yeah.
the PD, right.
because it's a PUD.
Yeah.
But they don't have to look at Public Works or safety or fire marshal. They don't. It's up to us
Correct.
to get that information.
Roberta?
Chair, I just have a question for point of clarification.
Yeah.
If it's conceptually within the planning purview, that it fits within that, and then it goes back to the other permitting process, any one of those permittings would derail it. So to begin that permitting process, we have to say that it falls within.
Well, that's why I made a motion. I want to make a motion to add those as stipulations to get this completed for them.
I think that makes sense,
Yeah.
but I'm just wondering, I just wanted
So-
that point of clarification, that it shouldn't be derailed, it
You're
should
right.
be conceptually, as far as planning. it
Yeah, I
would
agree with that.
through, and if anybody else
Lance, what do you
derailed
think?
it, that's on the other approval process.
But-
Yeah.
So, well, let's, then, if that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
Chairman, so Fire Marshal, Department of Public Works, what else?
That would all,
Building Department?
Building
Or
official.
building department, yeah,
Building department's the only thing, I think.
right.
No health?
No,
We don't need health fund, no.
the health department's chimed in already on that.
Fire marshal building
They
and,
did? We have it in writing?
I think we had a letter from them or something, didn't we?
There was a
Make
letter,
sure-
I believe it was sent to Jordan and
we'll make sure that
zoning.
it's in the packet, so we'll make sure we have it as well.
So we need those four.
All right, so I'll make a motion to approve it based on the, and I'll wait for a second, and then we'll go through the stipulations.
This is 4 copies of
Who are you?
the health. I'm sorry, I'm Eric Kentigan, I'm the director of the facility
Okay.
at ComSat. Can I give these?
That's
Yeah, just
health-
leave them right there, it's
that's
fine.
health department?
Yep.
Yeah.
That goes in your,
Yeah, I have,
Stated
yeah,
that
I have
they
them anyway.
don't have any.
All right, so the,
that's yours.
yep, so the, thank you.
Guess you guys get into the bathroom.
So the
Contingent.
motion's on the table, I need a second. Actually, you are not seated, so you won't be able to, we'll have to have someone else in a second. Ron? Okay, Ron? So the discussion will be for, we need approval from the fire marshal, Department of Public Works, the building department, and we have the health letter, so that's good, and of course, the fire marshal, as we talked about. Any of those that we don't get, we have to come back for approval. And then all the final has to go to the billing, to our office upstairs to be put on record. Okay, Alex?
And so does it need to meet any, does it have to go back in front of zoning?
No.
And-
Yes,
But
it
it will
does.
comply with zoning
The zoning-
regulations?
Or does it
Zoning
just
said
go
they-
for an administrative
Add that
review?
stipulation that it would comply with all town zoning regulations?
Right, but it's gonna be done administratively, so we'll comply with all that from zoning. They already have that in their letter anyway.
But it's full compliance. If they have a problem.
Yep.
And you have to
Understood.
state it's full
Yep.
compliance.
You
Yep.
understand?
Okay, is that clear for everybody?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go with that.
All right, so all in favor of that?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Opposed? Abstentions? Nancy? No, okay,
Yes, I will.
okay, okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is it on us to go to?
Zoning?
Public Works and
Yes.
Fire Marshal and Building?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Turn all of it into the land use office.
And get it in writing.
Yep.
Part of your file.
So it all could be part of the file.
That's easy enough, yeah.
You've done the process before, you had to have,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
very much.
Yep.
They should have had
Um, Let's see. Let's see, vote to add, let's see, we need to make a motion to add to the agenda. Site plan modification, 1570 Southford Road, Southbury, Connecticut, seeking approval for installation of a 3x7 square foot building sign and 4x8 square foot standing sign with associated lighting as per regulations. I'll make a motion to add it to the agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, it's added to the agenda, so it's up next on the block, 1570 Southford Road. Sir, are you part of that? Nope, okay. So no one showed up for it? Okay, then we'll just put it on the agenda
Put on the agenda for next week,
for next month.
next month.
Do we have a signed application? Has it been reviewed?
We have a temporary one was put in. This is the, we can run through it quickly.
Did Jordan look at it?
No, it came in late, so
Okay,
this is basically
okay.
this, the look.
It's gonna have to come back anyway.
Yep, it's gotta come back for sure.
So we'll get it,
And then I guess this is the area that they're gonna wanna have it on the building.
yeah, we'll get it emailed
There's
to us.
nothing there yet, obviously.
We'll get all of that
So we're gonna
emailed
need to
us.
get, color letter signs, make sure the lighting meets, dark sky and the whole 9 yards.
Sign regulations.
Yep,
So, we'll-
so we're gonna add that to the meeting for January.
and we'll get that that
You'll get this emailed. to you.
email to us.
Yes, January. When's the meeting in January, Sonia?
20th.
January 20th, 7 PM, room 205. Do we need to make a motion for that? No. All right. It's just a site application. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's see, under other business, members' reports. Affordable Housing Subcommittee. Alex, what do you think?
Yeah,
Did we miss one? Oh, we did. Sorry, Alex, stand by there. All right, site plan modification,
You're in the
360.
batter's box, Alex.
Hold that thought. Site plan modification for 316 Heritage Road, Southbury, Connecticut, B3 Commercial Zone, seeking approval for previously approved site plan, proposed modification to construct a new 90 by 20 square foot storage garage for Connecticut Water Company Treatment Facility.
Yes, how's everyone doing tonight? My name's Joe Kalesha. I'm a project coordinator with the Connecticut Water Company. Yeah, I printed out a whole bunch of copies there. I see in the binder. Unfortunately, I don't have one with myself. But yeah, it's a 90 by 20 storage garage on our existing wastewater plant. It does fall, what I've kind of learned through this process so far myself. I didn't have much play in the design, but just through printing out these copies here, I kind of did some research on the zoning. I know that that's classified as a B3 zoning, which by definition, it's kind of gray on our records in terms of when the Connecticut Water Company took over ownership of the wastewater plant in terms of more, for lack of a better term, kind of seemed like more of a grandfathered in type deal way back when. That being said, that B3 zoning doesn't, by definition, doesn't really, wastewater plants are kind of their own thing. It doesn't really fall into a classification like that. That being said, this storage garage does fit under that B3 zoning definition more so than the plant itself. But it's a basic building. This is a design build for us. So that being said, when we put our jobs out to bid to approved contractors, in which they obviously submit their bids. In this case, with it being a design build, we don't know exactly what the building will look like in terms of architecture. Like we know the size, it's gonna be a prefabricated metal building. But like, in terms of, the exact designs and stuff, we won't have those drawings until we award the bid. In which case, we're definitely willing and will, upon request, submit those architectural drawings once we've awarded the job. More than happy to do that. Just with this specific project, it's kind of not how it's operating thus far. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. The idea here is just to, right now they have a couple of Conex boxes that are just deteriorating, and it's not really practical for some of the bigger equipment that we've purchased over the years. And like I said, they're deteriorating, so water just keeps getting in there in this time of year. Once things freeze and thaw, it'll be a little bit worse. So this is just to keep our equipment a little bit more safe, protected from the elements. So that's kind of the idea with that. Definitely will answer any questions that you guys have.
What are you gonna store in it?
On the drawing there specifically, I don't know the names of the equipment myself. I don't work on that plant on a day-to-day basis. But I know it's, oh gosh, it escapes me right now in terms of the exact pieces of equipment, but they are all listed there.
So, I guess before we get too deep into it,
Sure.
you're looking for approval tonight, which we won't be able to give you, because we don't approve without the full drawings, the specs, the full blueprint, the whole 9 yards. So, once you have all that, then you can come back to us so we can look at it all, make sure it meets all the requirements, and then approve it.
Yeah, that's not how it was. That's a shame. That's not how it was explained to me. So
Who explained it to you?
Jordan Marcinko. I dropped these off to him personally. He said this is everything I needed. So
Oh, no, I understand that. But Jordan is the land use director, and the commission is the commission, so we kind of work in sync, but we've never.
So who
approved
should
it.
I have gone to before this meeting to have gotten the proper
No worry, you
direction?
did the right thing. We need to see the drawings, that's all.
Regulations.
Yep.
It's in the regulations.
Yeah, but still, that's, I guess what I'm confused on is, we won't have the drawings until we awarded the bid. We can't put it out to bid without your approval, so. Jordan made it pretty clear to me that we wouldn't need architectural drawings at this stage of the process. He
told
said
you we
that
didn't
verbatim.
need them?
Did not need them.
That's,
I actually, in
Yeah.
fact, I might even have that in an email, to be honest with you.
Do they have sample
yeah, we have no way to,
drawings of-
No, I mean,
Proving
it's a pretty standard, it's a 9, you have the dimensions and it's a prefabricated middle building. It's only gonna look a certain way.
What's the height?
we need to know the height, we don't know what it's made of, we need to see pictures of it.
It's a prefabricated metal building, so it's made out of metal.
How tall?
That's easy to get a spec. Surprised you don't have it. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll write down what I have to do here. It's just when you go to, yeah, it definitely should be kind of conveyed a little bit easier and more clearly when I kind of ran back and forth to this building several times, so it should have probably been made a little bit more clear, but, so it seems like this is kind of contingent on architectural drawings?
Yes.
What else did you,
I mean, I went to the health department, I got their approval, I submitted a letter of intent, so what the building is gonna be used for, which took quite a bit of time. These are engineered stamped drawings, so I apparently was given some unclear direction, but, not a problem.
I didn't see anything what it's gonna be used for.
We've never done that before.
I was specifically told like specs and stuff was not needed at this stage, that I would theoretically be able to get approval. And like I said, we're not trying to, we just want to play nice. We're not trying to, we are certainly more than willing to submit architectural drawings as they become available.
That's the spot right there.
yeah,
Um,
where's the access? You said you had health department, do you have building?
yes, ma'am. I have not gone to the building. Again, that was something that wasn't conveyed to us.
We need that.
Where's the access to this new,
Sure.
let's see it.
Right through our main entrance here, all the way up here. So this is our main entrance to the plant.
Yeah.
This is all one connected road.
Okay.
This is a secure gate, yep, so this all connect, I know it's, the coloring kind of messes it up, but this is all one solid piece of pavement, all one parking lot here. This is a controlled gate that kind of gives us security on both ends to the treatment plant itself, which this would be outside of that. There is some slight relocation of the fence work, the fence that we would have to do. But this is all kind of within our property here.
Where is it secured?
Say that again?
Where is it secured?
We have a lock gate that we close at the end and.
See, that should show, that's the building department would ask you.
It's probably there, it's a vertical, it's just like a metal gate, so it might just be a little tough to see. The coloring might have kind of blocked it out in that white line there, but,
It does show a 16-foot swing gate, is what I was looking at.
yeah, it might be on the second drawing.
When did this come in?
This was dropped off, yesterday morning, actually.
That's right, okay. Because we
So where
didn't,
are we looking?
because none of us saw it.
Storage shed, yeah, it's more over here. So slightly different perspective than that drawing, but,
You want one of these?
yeah, I mean,
Where did you see the gate? What's the name?
Oh, it's on the blueprint.
That's not a gate.
new swing gate right here.
That's different from your secure gate. Yeah, that's different.
Well, it's different because that's what's gonna be new. It's a new gate.
Yeah,
So it's, I mean, we don't have it installed yet, so this first drawing shows what exists right now,
yeah.
and then the second drawing will be, what would be, what will be installed during the project.
Yeah.
Pictures of the building?
So that's a different gate. That's a different gate.
Is that an issue?
No, we just got it.
So yeah, I guess I'm just a little confused as to what my next steps are here. I, to be quite honest, when I dropped all this off, I was given the green light and verbatim was told this is all I needed to submit at this time, so it's a little frustrating, but it is
So
what it is.
no picture, you have any pictures of it?
No, that's kind of what I said in the beginning, is that I was told that I would be able to submit architectural drawings afterwards. This is a design build, so the idea is,
No,
we
I
have to-
understand that, yeah, I know.
it seems there's a pretty big disconnect here.
What else do you have? Health department, and what else did you say?
In the front of each set of drawings, I submitted an application. It was a complete packet with each set of drawings. I had 10 of them. So there was the application itself, a statement from the health department, them saying they had no issue, along with a statement of intent, just kind of summarizing, what the origins of this project, how it came to be, what the size of the building will be, what our construction phasing process will be. Again, I know I've said it several times, but design build, and then
Most
I'm
of it, yeah.
pretty sure I elaborated in terms of when the job actually starts as to what the physical steps would be. And then I did kind of explain like visibility from the road. This time of year, you might see a little bit more just because the trees are dead, but there is a pretty significant buffer of wood line that would protect from the road that you wouldn't see anything like that. Yeah, to be quite honest with you, on your end, like I was a little bit surprised to hear that we didn't need the architectural. However, I took that as a breath of fresh air when I was told I didn't need them. I was like, perfect.
We normally do, right, to see.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm on the board of ed in my town, so like,
Right, what if it comes back as something like, whoa, you know what I mean, we wouldn't want that?
yeah, no, and listen,
That's-
if for whatever it's worth, we certainly wouldn't, I ran I just built, I was a coordinator for the new treatment plant, water treatment plant that we just built next to the golf course. So I'm familiar with at least more or less the steps here. That being said, we want to do this the right way, and obviously that's why we're here. So we wouldn't like put a shovel in the ground or anything. Like once we've awarded the job, I mean, you have my word, like we will submit the architectural drawings, the submittals, the specs, all of the corresponding paperwork once that becomes available. However, which is way above me, the way this job is being started and initiated is it being a design build. So unfortunately, that's kind of out of my hands, but you know, if I have to change that process, I will certainly do so. But yeah, that's,
This is a water company. Don't you need a state approval
no,
because it's a water company? I thought you did
no.
in the
no.
past for Heritage Water Company.
Well, it's not a Heritage, it's a Connecticut Water Company. We're a privately owned company, utility. This is just a storage garage. I'm sure there would probably be some sort of a DPH and approval if it were something applicable to the treatment facility itself, but this is just a garage.
Yeah,
Supposed to start January, according to this, January of 26.
That was the hope. Doesn't seem like that's gonna happen.
Brian,
No, I know, I'm just teasing,
so somewhere here it says what you're gonna store. Somewhere.
Yes, ma'am, it's on the second drawing.
No, not the drawing, the application.
it's on the first page.
On-road trailer,
Oh, that's it.
Yep, it's,
Yeah.
there is like a box.
utility vehicle.
So we could,
There's a lot that needs to be changed, right?
The fence
The
line has
fence
to be
line,
moved. Is there any
there's
grading
no-
that
yeah,
needs
we
to
don't
be
have
done?
grading.
That's all, that's, yeah, that's,
A lot of stuff
that is shown on the second drawing. There is some slight fence work that will be done. A huge thing with us in the last like 5 years is all safety. So, safety in terms of security, physical security. So yeah, that was one of the first things we did, is make sure that fence work would continue, would be relocated and close off just as it is now, maintaining that security gate as it is now. There would be some slight grading, nothing too significant. The slopes back there aren't too aggressive. I'm pretty sure it's like a 2-to-1 ratio, if I remember correctly. So there wouldn't be anything too significant in terms of grading. If anything, it would be more on what would be the southwest corner of the building, where you can see that fence, just to kind of build up that ground a little bit to make the fence work. Yeah, as it cuts in, just so you don't have any like steep angles or anything like that, like a 8-foot section of fence to a 6-foot section of fence. But yeah, no, rest assured, it would definitely be a secure site. That's one of the top, if not the top thing on our list when we design these things.
And health has already, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. No,
Health has signed off on this?
they have. I did put that with each packet. I see that's not attached any longer, but it does exist, and I'm more than willing to.
It's in the folder.
Okay.
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's somewhere.
And it's not new usage, it's just storage of equipment that's already held there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like we did buy it. Oh, I forget the name of the piece of equipment that was purchased recently that has been put in one of the tarp sheds that we have. That is just gets beat up. It gets beat up every year with the tarp material through the winter and stuff like that. And it's a brand new piece of equipment, which is kind of the origin of this, is just trying to protect that one thing a little bit more, along with everything else that's in those Conex boxes. And those things are older than I am, so.
Can I ask just one more?
yeah, please.
So the bid process,
Mhm.
Do they send you examples along with their bid?
Correct,
Or-
yes,
okay, so
they
they'll
will.
give you
Yeah, and that's,
pictures.
yeah, and it won't, there'll be it won't be exact, like, for instance, each bidder will have probably a slightly different version of the same thing. And then once we award the bid, it's not necessarily over, just a numerical decision, more so than the design itself. And once we award it, there would be some back and forth in terms of slight modifications, like maybe a change in where the door is, or where windows are, or things like that. But, I mean, we're trying to keep this simple. Like, the shape of the building wouldn't change, the size of the building wouldn't change, the height of the building wouldn't change. Like, nothing about the building itself in a bigger scale would change. It would be like, again, like adding a door here, or changing a position of a door, adding a different window, that, smaller things like that.
Yeah.
Richard,
Um,
may I speak for a second?
Sure.
I believe the misunderstanding might have been that Jordan's expectation is that the commission would just approve this application based on, from a planning point of view. You would have to come back for a zoning permit in
Right.
order to, once the approval comes in, the zoning administratively would still have to go through a zoning, online zoning permit, at which point the zoning enforcement officer would then go through the specs and the dimensions and the height, without which the permit will not be given to him. So once the planning commission approves, then he can start the zoning permit process, which is where,
Yeah.
if there's any questions based on the dimensions, that would then come into play. So I think that's where the misunderstanding
Sure.
would be, but the commission is saying that they do want to see the specs
Understood.
prior to that, so.
And again, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. We fully intend on showing those to you. That's not something we'll ever try to hide or anything
No,
like that.
I think I'll make a motion to approve it, but we'll just put a stipulation on it
Sure.
that we need, I need a second though, in order to go through it. Okay. We need to see the final plans, obviously, before it gets final approved, and then we'll do it administratively.
Yes, sir.
In the land use office at that point. But if there are any changes to be made, or something that doesn't meet the code, or however we requirement, you'll have to be, your good word that you'll do it. Otherwise, we wouldn't it couldn't go forward.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Anyone else want to add anything to it?
So positive staff review?
Positive staff review, for sure. Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yep.
I have a question. In terms of like property tax, I would imagine this is something that you guys would look into. I'm not really sure how that taxing, it was a question my boss told me.
Property tax?
Yeah, property tax,
Yeah,
like,
we wouldn't even know.
how, because he was unsure, he's like, maybe just ask the question, he's like, we're unsure of how it works with the existing,
I would ask,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
or call the tax department downtown, ask for, Darcel will tell you.
yep, not a problem,
Yeah,
understood.
Anything that has to do with money.
right.
Yeah, no, I figured it's certainly not gonna be a free of charge,
Yeah.
but like, it's weird, like the documentation in terms of how we took this facility over way back when it's pretty, there's not a lot there, to be quite honest. And that's no fault of anyone's, I just think that's how things worked back then, so that's why I was kind of referencing like the zoning originally, is if anything, this new building fits more into the zoning that we're classified in than the treatment plant itself, so it's just a weird.
So then maybe, to what Alex and Roberta were talking about, for maybe you, as you get your bids in, right, and you're kind of getting down to narrowing to
Sure.
say this is kind of it,
Yeah,
maybe give us an advance heads up on it so we can take a peek at it.
I think
So
that
it would
makes
save
sense.
you some trouble of going right back to them and saying, fix this while you're telling them to move a door or whatever.
Yeah,
That would help us tremendously.
absolutely, yeah, understood.
The wetlands, that's.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, that was something I looked into. I don't think there are any, but I could certainly confirm that.
Yep.
And nothing in this area. They're right behind the building. There's plenty of wetlands. There's several ponds, but
Wetlands there, so I think that would be,
absolutely, yeah, no, we'll definitely look into that. Yes, ma'am.
Yep, and then we'll need to confirm the grade, and if you're bringing in or moving out of, soil, whatever, just what's gonna be done, just
Absolutely.
part of that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Anyone else want to add to that list? Pretty much, okay. Okay, motion on the table, we have a second, we have the stipulations in force, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Okay,
All
all
right,
set.
thanks, everyone. I appreciate your time.
So you'll meet with myself and Jordan when you get to that point, and we'll get,
Yeah,
okay.
that's, now that we kind of cross this part off the list, I'm certain we'll get the bids, the RFPs put out.
Yep.
Request probably by the end of the month, kind of weird with it being the holidays and stuff, but this was something, we were eager to get this on the agenda this month, so we didn't have to wait till next month, so we can get those bids out, so. Yeah, like I said, as soon as those drawings come in, we have absolutely no problem working with you guys in terms of what you want it to look like. and we'll make sure to do that, so.
Okay, perfect.
Wetlands are important.
Yes.
All right, let's see, put this over here. All right. Moving right along, under other business. Members' reports. Now we're back to you, Alex.
All right.
Affordable Housing Subcommittee report.
Very quickly, my apologies. I had a family emergency, so we had to cancel the meeting. We could not hold the meeting.
The skinny.
Yeah.
Nice, okay. Okay, well done. Everything's okay, I hope, at home?
Thankfully, yes, everyone's okay.
Okay. Okay. Those things are eyes. Glad it worked out all right. All right, let's see, Streetscape Review Subcommittee, since Robin's not here, we'll move on from that one, unless you don't know anything about it, right, Rob? Alex? No? Okay. Let's see, correspondence, we'll find out if we have any from Sonia in 1 second here.
Sonia?
Sonia, do you have any correspondence? Do we have
No,
anything?
I'm so sorry, no.
They're on the zoning agenda, right?
For tomorrow?
No. They're not on the zoning agenda for tomorrow. So the way this would work is that you would give your approval and contingency approval. Correct. And
Yep.
so then I guess we'll send it through to the rest of the department. We can do that administratively. And then he will have to go online to do a zoning application fee. At that point, he's filling up and, basically filling in all the blanks for whatever's missing in this case. And the zoning enforcement officer will make sure that we have the dimensions and the images and
Then she'll go to Mark, and
correct.
they'll prove it.
and correct. So the zoning office is not going to give their seal of approval until it meets all the criteria that zoning is looking for. So zoning commission doesn't need to do anything with it. We can do it administratively.
January 14th.
The meeting?
For zoning.
The zoning meeting? No, there's one tomorrow.
If they're not on the agenda,
They're not on the agenda, but
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it for tomorrow, but that's, yeah,
You'll
I
make
mean,
it by the 14th of January.
yeah, I think this was just more of, we kinda had this gives us a more, we understand that we still have to submit the architecturals and stuff, but we won't get those until we put an RFP out to bidders in order to receive them, so
That's fine.
this kind of now got that ball rolling. We can hopefully, I can see what you're saying in terms of, in terms of next month's meeting. It's probably unlikely that we'll get bids back by then. And, if we put them out, the RFPs next week, it's gonna take some time for people to design a bid and get it out to us. So that being said, it would be unlikely, I would think, that we would be prepared for January's meeting, but this is, the quickest we can move on, at least on our end. Now we know what we need for the next step. And,
Sure. Okay,
that's good for us, so.
okay.
If anyone wants a tour of the new treatment plant too, by the way, she has my information, more than willing to
All
give
right.
tours. I'm proud of it, so.
When
If
the
anyone's
building's up, we'll
interested
come
in-
see it.
I get more excited about anything else. I know a treatment plant, I'm like, well, I'll show you everything, and everyone's like, it's just, I want clean water, so, which I understand, but
All right, cool.
appreciate everyone's time, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good night.
thank you.
All right, so we got the Affordable Housing Committee report, no streetscape tonight. Sonia, any correspondence?
no.
Oh, okay. Minute meeting approval for November 18th, 2025. We have to table those minutes because,
I wasn't there.
right, and the two new members can't vote on it, and Alex was, there was just, so that we don't have a quorum on it.
Okay,
All
that's
right, so we'll push those to January.
Okay.
Any other business properly brought before the commission? Anybody, anything?
Welcome to new members.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So, did you guys get everything you need so far? Like POCD books and all that, and electronically in the hardcover books, you got everything? What's that? Would you like one? What's that? Okay, Sonia, we can get him the hard copy of the POCD? Okay. And then, what else should we give him to, affordable housing plan is online too. I guess we have hard copies someplace of that too. But they each talking about a hard copy of the paper of the POCD. Yeah, that would be helpful. And do we have any copies of the affordable housing plan that are printed? Okay, we might. If we do that, we'll get you a hard copy of that too as well. Okay. Yep.
Oh, yeah, get it.
Yeah,
Paper.
Okay, cool. And then, so one quick thing about emails between the commission. So when Sonia sends emails out to everybody, when you say yes or no, I'll be to the meeting, just reply instead of reply all. Especially if it's involving any application, because it creates a quorum and then we have a violation, right? So that's just always just reply only. Or email Sonia or Jordan directly. This way it avoids that for us. Because someone will pick it up and we'll get,
Yeah.
someone will say something.
And also that avoids a
Information,
you know, you can't say you're in favor of it already.
right. Can't give your bias ahead of time type of thing. Right, that's,
Disposition.
yeah,
That's the word I'm
You've
trying-
got some reading to do.
yeah. Let's see, what else,
Took us like
do they have to go through the courses that we went all through?
Yes, so.
They do, okay.
With regards to that, I think all of you will be due for, so commissioners are typically supposed to be taking 4 hours of regular training and then an hour and a half of affordable housing. And at this point, everyone is due for their training in 2026, and so the office will keep track of when we are getting the information and we'll send it out.
Yep.
There's one particular one that you guys actually attend physically. Do you know which one I'm talking
The
about?
one in Southington for the
Yeah,
dinner?
correct, the one in Southington,
Yep, that's
yeah,
fun,
so-
we can do that this year, that's
so-
fun, we'll do that.
So that actually knocks
That's
it
always
off
fun. It's a good dinner
for
and-
most of everything that you need. And then I think the affordable housing you can do online, which is like an hour and a half.
So there's a link for a bunch of classes, I guess, so you can, maybe Jordan can get that out
Yes,
to
correct.
everybody?
So as we start receiving it from
Yep.
the agencies, we'll send it
We'll
over
do
to
that
you.
for
And so-
2026, we have the whole year to do it, we can do the 4 years.
Most of it's online.
Yeah, it's easy,
Yeah.
most of it's online.
And if you actually attend the training, then it's considered as the 4.5 hour of training, which then is, you're set for 2 years at that
Yeah.
point, so that's one
And
way
the
of
town
doing
takes
it.
care of the meal and the whole 9 yards, so it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
What else for the new folks, anything that they should know in advance?
No,
Um,
just as long as they get the POCD and they get.
Yep, affordable housing book to read.
Affordable housing.
You can get it electronically too, it's on a website, but we'll get it to you anyway, both ways.
Yeah.
And then,
You don't want it electronic.
I do, I like it electronically. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I think that's pretty much everything, right?
I think so, yeah.
And the rest we'll teach you as we go along. Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. And welcome to the planning.
All right, so I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting's adjourned.
Richard, the water company, who seconded that?